back to Madden 20. First of all, I want to say, I think I know why the headphones are making that weird noise that it made last game. Because every time I move my head or talk very loudly, it makes that. I think. I didn't test it yet, but hopefully that's the case. I spanned the wheel beforehand to see what team this whole thing would be. Obviously this time you guys aren't gonna believe it. It's the Chiefs versus Lions. That's just how it turned out to be. So the thing, oh, I'm going the wrong way. So the thing I'm planning on doing, hold on. Sorry. The thing I'm planning on doing is I won with the Raiders against the Giants. So the Raiders are going on to the next round, but I have not played it with the Giants yet, so I still get to play with the Giants, if that makes sense. But I can no longer use the Raiders in round 1. I'm making this up as I go, so I think that works well, so I think that's how we're going to do this. So it's the Chiefs at Lions. Chiefs are picked first. It's all pro. I don't really care about the uniform. Yeah, they don't really have anything. Okay. Okay, here we go. I played with, the, my god, the Patriots in my game. I beat my dad in the divisional round, barely. I was winning like 13-0. He blocked 2 of my field goals in the 4th quarter to get the lead. I don't know how, but that happened. And then I did like a deep miracle pass that was connected, and I scored a game-winning field goal that actually went through the post. I've just played my AFC Championship game. I figured to do that more private since it's not really that popular. Spinning wheel seems to be a bit more popular. In 3 weeks, I get 8 views. In last stream,
Hello,
6 days,
it's the
8
coach.
views.
This
So.
is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Oh yeah, sorry.
On deck, we've got what should be a
So
great
yeah.
matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden.
I think I might have used the Chiefs once.
All right, coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL.
Not even in a game, just in practice. So I don't know how to use the Chiefs, but hopefully it's nice.
The fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly,
Had nothing to do, it's been home. Nothing to do.
Turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't
Except
get
homework.
talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football gives their defensive break.
I'm serious.
And takes care
Still
of
at this.
business.
I
That's the team
spun
that's
the
going to win this
wheel.
ball
That
game.
was actually what it turned out to be. This is not fake. I did not choose to be the Chiefs. It just happened. Or face off against the Lions, for that matter. Just happened.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Yeah, I lost
get a chance to return this one as
the
it's
AFC
through the
Championship
end zone
game
for a
to the
touchback.
Chiefs, or
So
not
here are
Chiefs,
Lions
to the
now coming
Browns.
out for their opening drive. They'll be
Heartbreaker.
led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the
You know,
University
it's
of
alright.
Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's
It's
learned how to
alright.
temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can
Look at
make
this
it.
defensive.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He's
Jeez.
taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll
This is
step
about
aside
my whole
and get
career.
an update when we return to Arrowhead.
How do you get hurt the very first play? That's just weird.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You know what? I want to play like a pro. I'm gonna be back here.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And they'll get him down after a
I'll play like one of those cool guys that always know how to play the game.
Opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early. And
one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Okafor.
Let's go!
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the
changing
game.
the volume.
But
I don't know if it affects you guys. Probably does.
Coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move
That was
on.
a beautiful grab. That was a lineman too.
Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion,
Oh!
so much variety.
Let's go! Woo!
Chiefs touchdown.
This team is OP.
Williams, 27 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive
You know what?
side,
I want to go old school this game.
Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Memories. Good old. No mic in my face. No headphones.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Cheap and simple, boys. How I used to play this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails
My
over the end line.
Videos.
The Lions offense set to take over. Charles, 3-12-1 for them in 2019. Matt Patricia will be back for a 3rd year.
You know,
they'll be picking 3rd in the draft, by the way, but this season really got off to a rocky start in week 1. And there were a lot of close losses, but that seems to be the storyline every year for Detroit.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy because you mentioned week 1 at Arizona.
Because that keeps making that noise, and I don't like these different.
Arizona walked away, felt like the tie was good. For Detroit, it was bad.
I want to be loud. I want to be loud.
And won their next 2. They were 2-0-1 at home against Kansas City. Lost a close one, as you noted. That was the pattern for the year. And finished up 3-12-1. And I think they led in 14 of the 16 games they played in 2019.
And it's hard to fathom. So now the question, you know what I'm going to ask, where do they go from here?
Well, they feel good about the offensive side of the ball and their coaching staff. But now the changes made on the defensive side. I would expect head coach Matt Patricia to be even more involved with the defense now. That's his expertise. And he needs to fix that side in order for this team to become contenders again.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I just used to be chill. I just
runs the ball successfully. That doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there,
this is how I like
smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I haven't really thrown deep at all. I haven't really needed a need to, like, have these guys back here. Till now.
Try the air now with Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. That throw good for 4.
I still haven't even thrown Mahomes yet.
Glance now at the
Chiefs one handoff
defense.
for a touchdown.
Tyrann Mathieu has a quarterback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
Yeah, you know what? Let's blitz this fool. He doesn't know what he's
to the
getting
right
into.
side on 2nd and 6.
tournament.
To throw is Stafford.
And the Chiefs
Open man is Galladay.
are gonna be there.
Get it out a couple yards
They're
shy
gonna
of
be up
midfield
there.
to 48.
No matter if I control them or
A
not.
first down pickup of 8.
It's gonna take a while though. If you think about it, it's like a lot of streams. It's one of the biggest achievements of my life though.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick.
Come here!
And he'll take it
Hey,
across
juke it
the
out of
50
me.
and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Blitzen,
After the
blitzen,
pickup
blitzen,
of 5,
blitzen,
here's
blitzen,
second and
blitzen.
5.
Being a pro.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Jones has it.
I should have had that.
Somewhat awkwardly
That
here,
was
and
a
late
user
flag
pick.
as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
That was a user pick. I cannot express
So they'll take the
how
yardage and
much
tack on 15
of
more
a
for face
user,
mask.
my first
Talk about
user
a play
pick.
that
That would have
absolutely
been my
cost you in
first
the end.
user pick.
Just trying to do your job, right?
And
Trying
I
to get him
ran
on the
away.
ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off
Like
another
an
15 against your
idiot
squad.
would.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, no pass interference, just incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best
No
quarterbacks,
pass
they'll
interference.
miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Oh, he could have gone! Oh.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws.
That
I've seen
was
guys in this
a
league throw 4 interceptions
touchdown.
in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's the
That was
Kansas
a
City
pick.
offense now as they get set to take over. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out
Let's
of the gate, as they
run
would say
the
when you're
ball.
running the
Let's see
big-time
what
races.
happens here.
Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They start the drive on the
Oh,
ground.
wow, they
It's
stopped
Williams.
this time. All right.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the
Gonna
10
throw
line on the
Mahomes here.
9-yard line.
See how
Damon
Mahomes
Harrison on the
plays.
stop. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I just want to throw deep to that guy right there.
Be a part of their offense
Oh my,
in terms
it's
of
gonna
trying
be
to
great to
break
throw
down what San
to.
Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries.
He is going to
But
be
did I see
amazing to
104
throw
yards on the
to.
ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well? 133 yards of total offense? Probably
I
not.
can see myself
But give him
throwing
his
deep
due
to him
because
today.
now,
It's
in his
gonna happen.
postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted
This is what all the
free
YouTubers
agent
call
running
it,
backs,
outrunning it
because
first
his
and
total
second down.
versus Raheem
Don't
Mostert,
know
who
if you
ran
knew
for
that.
58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco. Advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by
beautiful.
Watkins. 23 yards the pickup
Easy.
there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover
I just
for so
want
long.
to sling
So
that
maybe they
bad
wanna
boy
go
down
to zone
there.
blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
9 yards is the
Probably gonna run
pickup
it
there,
again.
and they'll have a
It
2nd and
seems like the
1.
smartest decision.
Getting the
to
sense,
do.
Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part.
Oh,
The best performers
burst.
do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural run best.
I think we should
2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he is going to be stopped.
Throw it again. Now I can run with
There'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Something wrong with his hair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
What to do? What to do? So many good choices. I want a 4D.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Or for Kelsey.
And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
All right, running it again, always on a first down. Running a first down is a must.
43!
Oh, shoot. What?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter, boys.
Give him 3 on
That's the end of the first quarter.
It'll 7-0.
I like my chances. It's the Lions. I have the Chiefs. I'm like 100% confident about winning this game. I feel so loose. Just like no headset on.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I like this the whole game. But you know, it's cool too. Fish from there. Not a lot of 3 deep, but it's a 10-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Jeez, I didn't get a chance.
Effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz.
Darius Slay is, I think it was the Eagles or something.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the
Good
momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
An old
franchise that's
very fickle man.
slowly but surely regressing. I want to throw deep like that, but I think that's a bit dumb of a play.
Things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Complete.
What a grab!
They get 15, but they still need
You know I'm going to go for it.
4th down.
I want to go for it here. I
The
need
big
to
guy
go
running
for
the
it.
corner
Very
route, being able to
confident.
lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can
I
handle
want
him
to run
physically.
with Mahomes.
But a lot of times that
That's
doesn't
what
work
I
as well
want
because
to
his
do.
quickness often wins the
I
round.
want to run with Mahomes. I want to run with Mahomes.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Jones. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses.
Right
Sometimes
there.
they get the set
Now
they
I'm
want.
frustrated.
They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now, and technically he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Go about here.
On the Super Bowl
Build
for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Another combined victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win?
Get on him.
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring.
I'm gonna blitz myself.
But a lot of fireworks.
And down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure. They got to him.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
I'm Tyreek Hill back there.
Back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20.
Oh, he's so fast. He's so fast. He is so fast.
Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Swerved on him.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Where's Hill? Where's Hill? Is Hill even running?
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Oh!
It's Kelsey on the ground. He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Patrick Mahomes, 5-5. Perfect game.
Well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
I guess I should start
bring him up 1st and 10.
Just kidding.
It's a perfect 5-for-5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and it's complete to Watkins. And they've got it inside 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball is tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
You know we're throwing here. You know we're throwing.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
But you know I'm also going to run.
Score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside.
Beautiful,
straight down middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Stadium is like cool.
This one taken just inside the 10.
There
It's up
we
across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Oh, I'm Matthew.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I'm gonna
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Stafford with a give. This is no chance as he was made and dropped behind the line.
This is not all pro. You saw me put it on all pro.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I
say
go for it.
It's a good show. Just saying.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. In the 2nd quarter, they got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first.
Oh,
maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on. And then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
I thought they had a good offensive line. I should just look up what team has the best offensive line in football, and I should just do a franchise of that team because they have the best offensive line. And I love being like good offensive lines, you know.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw.
Hill!
And is Hill. He's got it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. And he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the man. Pays off. They get the first.
Let's go.
So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Damn. That's just hats off to them, man.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
I'm a
pressure
bad idiot.
And he goes down once more. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes, he's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'm not like concerned.
So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Lions will take over. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray, then Nick Bosa, and the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Calais Campbell, yeah, with the Ravens.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
I don't know even.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure
I thought he was going to be one of those guys.
I feel like it always comes back to leverage.
Jags forever.
Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This is what I get for interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That's like Diggs? They have a Diggs on
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
The 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To the right and complete to Galladay. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go.
Yeah, you're going to get a field goal this deep.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Not making this.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now I have just
and that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
I wanted to.
But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
They've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
How did not a single second come off that clock?
Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
Excuse me? What?
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
What? I'm confused.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They still get like an additional play?
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Receiving
for the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Sorry, I want to throw deep.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Grow.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working them down.
He almost had it.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Not the first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this will be caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground.
Turn right around and grab that sucker.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
All right. Pro alert screen. screen?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw his Mahomes.
Oh, he was wide
nowhere
open.
to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin
This
in there to
offensive
record
line
another
sucks
sack,
balls.
and that
Oh
is
my
now
God.
6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to
How
start
did they
the
win
third
the
quarter.
Super
Yeah, anytime you go to the
Bowl?
lockers
Oh
with
my
that
God.
2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
I highly doubt it's
play to
the
play.
Lions' greatness. I'm pretty sure it's Chiefs' suckiness. Sorry, Detroit fans.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from
Very
both teams. And there's another nice
Yes.
example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On play action, it's
Triangle.
Mahomes. He's going to air one out.
Triangle.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Woo! Good punt, boys. Good punt.
So we get a look at the Lions
I got
offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Saints,
They're down in this game. A chance for the
breaking
offense, though,
Saints
to put something on the board, get some
signed
momentum
wide
here at half two.
receiver
Try and get
Emmanuel
things kick-started for
Sanders
them. And
to
you
a
know,
2-year,
they
$60 million.
discussed
How
they
did
were
the
going to get that
49ers
done.
get
This is where scripting comes into play a
How
lot of the
many
time.
plays do you script coming
They're
out of this?
idiots.
Most of the time in the first half, you're
Why
scripting
would they
12 to
get
16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
Emmanuel
Just something to
Sanders
get you
is
off
an
to a quick
absolute
start.
legend.
Calling no
Why
gain on the
in
play, and
the
it'll be
world
2nd down.
did he get
You know,
right?
despite the scoreline,
Why
I
would
think they've
Kyle
done a lot where they
Shanahan
are
give
here
that
now
guy
on the
up?
road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot
Inches,
they're in
inches,
now
inches,
is credit
inches.
to
Let's
their
go.
defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them this game. And fine Galladay, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Weird. I almost pressed the button. That would have been bad. How about I pick? Hold on. I want to pick a defensive play, and I want to. Oh, how did I do that?
The 1st down carry here for Johnson.
it was
And he is
worth it.
met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
Rematch? String the one.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Looking, and that's caught. Inside the 30.
Fattest.
They get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Circle.
36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Circle, and
they'll be right back in the game, and if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Balls out of this guy.
From the 16, Stafford. Amendola's got it. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup,
Well, I'm
first
gonna
down.
grab the guy down here. And
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
Imagine
and
if
you know
I
there was an
lose
emphasis on
with
their
the
side.
Chiefs.
Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kind of concerning. Okay, boys. And girls, if you're watching. And mammals, if you're also watching.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Just
So
like
after the
this loss
touchdown,
if
Martin
I
now
actually
on to kick
lose.
this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
I gotta play conservative. I gotta play conservative in order to.
And now here comes Kansas City.
City.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They begin the drive with Williams.
There we go, Williams.
For a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now, how about we run this ball again? Apparently not. We're not doing that.
Check 31, check 31. Easy.
On first down, Mahomes.
Wide open.
That's
Go
caught.
for
It's
a
DeMarcus
run, buddy.
Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What you get, Lions, when you score. You get a conservative Chiefs
into their line of vision.
That's
and
what you
receivers
get.
love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
You get a conservative Chiefs team. That's what you get.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Picked.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
And I'm like, oh, still throw it.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit. And
How
so are
many picks
you,
is
but you're
Mahomes
exactly
have?
right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020.
Right,
and
come
they'll
on,
likely be in
boys.
Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in man-to-man, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year. And I know you're going to let us know. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
It's the
there are
Bills.
times this game is about patience.
Top 3
isn't it?
teams in the
That's not
AFC.
the game he expected, but that run there, that made
Chiefs,
him going.
Ravens,
I was just gonna
Bills.
say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're
I
right.
don't
He
care
struggled,
about you
especially in that first
Titan
half.
fans.
Yeah,
I don't
know the
care
great
about
ones
you
always
guys.
think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting
I
this
don't
open.
care about
That's a good
Nashville.
start for him.
No one
And he'll be
does,
brought
besides
down at
people
about
who
the
live in
42.
Nashville, which are probably all bandwagon.
Just a
listen to
yard on the
Michael
first down
Buccaneers.
carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9.
Here, boy.
Stafford. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought
They're
down
gonna
with
win
a
the
first
game.
down as the tackle's made
The
at the Chiefs'
Lions
32-yard
are going
line.
to advance.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we
If
always talk about finding the
I
soft
lose,
spot in the
the
zone.
Chiefs
What's
are
the
out.
key to doing
That's
that?
what
How do you do
happens.
it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because
If
then
I
you know
use
where the
the
linebackers are
Chiefs,
going
or
to
if I
drop,
use a
what
team,
spots on the
and
field
that
they
team that I use
naturally get to,
loses, that
and you
team is
find that
out.
open space,
The
and
other
then
team
you're
is still
sync with your
first down.
quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put
I
the ball right
can
on
play
you.
against the
Here's 2nd
team
and 10
again.
now from about
There can't
the
be a team I
32.
control.
They'll run it with
Their
Johnson.
final thing.
And
Their
he will
final
cross the 30 down to the
thing
29-yard
happens
line.
once I
It's a
use
gain
them.
of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The 22
Stop
is the
here,
line
boys.
to
We need
gain
to
here
stop.
on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're
How
gonna
many
win.
times
You know,
we
the
see it,
Chiefs
I still
are
get a
before.
kick out of watching quarterbacks
Especially
and receivers
when
do the
I am
pass tree in
the one
pregame
behind the
warm-up.
controller.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after
How about
practices
now?
as well.
Huh?
They really tune
In
it up.
front of
don't
the
they?
controller.
They tune it
Huh?
up. They know why they do it
Now
for
I'm
these
gonna win, right?
situations. First
I'm
down.
gonna
And
win
they build that
because
trust,
it's behind me.
and that's why they're able
Is that
to
how this
find him in
works?
this type of a situation.
Controller is behind me. It doesn't matter. Blame the game. I'm gonna win.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
I'm gonna
And
get
he'll
more
maneuver his
often.
way
I didn't
down
even
about
do
the
it,
7.
man.
Only a yard on
It's
the
just a
pickup
simulation.
there. 2nd and goal.
That's what this is.
The line of scrimmage,
a
the 7 now on
simulation.
2nd and goal.
Come
Now
here.
Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Prater on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Oh, 14-0 lead, and I chose.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Can't believe I threw to Kelsey, man. I need Hill in the backfield. I need Hill in the backfield receiving this kickoff. I can't have some lousy fat tight end doing
This
it.
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Oh my God, please no.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I gotta
Set
do
to
something
take
on
over
offense.
Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it was his interception on the last drive that
Really?
wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow,
Mahomes, I'm
you can
sorry,
make this
man.
a positive, though. You
I
know
know
why?
why, so
Game
it's
tied
honest.
now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA
I can't have
Sports.
the Chiefs lose in the first round. It can't happen. Most
The
unrealistic
last
thing.
run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Robinson's got it.
There we go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Oh! Stick work! Oh!
It's a big run there by Hyde. 46 yards on the ground.
Woo!
Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big time run on his first carry of the game.
Oh. Here, right here. Zone fake jet.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The toss play. This is Hyde.
Oh, come
and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
You need to run the Mahomes.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes.
Yes!
Score! Touchdown, Kansas City. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
He almost got to me.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well,
that's what you get
utilize a spy,
when you get a
you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And
that's what you get when you get a conservative chief.
So he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. That's good for 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Come on, Chiefs.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection.
Are you kidding me?
Inside the 35-yard line.
Or is this because I controlled that one guy he got out of there?
On a line 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay.
Why are they so good all of a sudden?
About the 20-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
When you see
Why are
zone
they
defense
so
and you know
good
you
all
got
of
a
a
drag
sudden,
route
man?
on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ridiculous.
Set. 180. Mike, 44. Pick me up. Here we go.
Chiefs Kingdom. Chiefs Kingdom.
Stafford. He finds Riddick complete.
Stop pressing circle.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know most of the time when the
can't
ball's in the
happen
air, you're
to
thinking
me.
wide
I
receiver,
have no
tight end,
life.
but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Come on, man.
Back to throw.
Give it to me.
Johnson's got
See,
it
I can
complete.
control him. Look at me.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a
Second
loss
and
of a
goal.
yard,
Come on,
and that'll
boys.
make it 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 7.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
59. Focus, defense, focus.
Chiefs
To the air
Kingdom.
again, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Chiefs
I know many people like to throw
Kingdom.
to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot
Chiefs
receivers do
Kingdom.
this.
There he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a
Yes.
defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting
They need a
call there to
touchdown
take the
to
3.
win.
And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe
Imagine
on
just having a
defense
big,
they can get
ugly
better
sign
field
saying
position,
he
get
is
a turnover, get a better play, and then
I
have a
literally
chance to
would
attack
like
the end zone.
bandwagon.
The Chiefs
the
offense
entire
now
league
making
my
their way
team if
back
I had
onto
a
the
sign in my
field.
stadium.
Right now
Except for
clinging
sports.
to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently.
Run the
right?
clock,
You don't
run
need
the
the big
clock,
shots
run the clock.
downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs.
Run
And the goal,
the clock.
end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Okay. It's gonna run this clock all the way down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip left. Kill.
Don't worry, I will not pass if I don't need to.
Mahomes now
I
throwing.
can.
This is complete to Watkins on the
First
slant.
down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Open man is him. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Offense.
What?
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Stop the clock, too. All right.
Following the penalty, it's Williams.
Oh, no. That's a 2-minute warning.
Stop.
That's a 2-minute warning.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running with the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2-minute warning. Man, this is a crazy game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I never realized how cool their stadium looked. So it's from a big EA Sports song.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
All right.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
All comes
More
down
often
to
than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's more adversity early and see them able to flip it around.
Oh, is it third down?
Especially for a coach.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. Jones has it. He'll be taken down
all you
across
have to
the
do is
50
put your
and the
hands
45
out.
in enemy territory. Back to throw. It's
I like
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Come here. Come here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and 5.
I didn't see the screen freeze.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the
Chiefs
clock.
can advance right here with the Raiders. There's only 14 more spots open. I'm thinking if I have, so it's not going all the way to 31. It's gonna be 16 opportunities. 16.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
On
Chiefs Kingdom.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl.
Well,
they had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield.
Are
they had all
advancing
those things accomplished.
to
But
the
to win a
next
close one like
round.
this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right?
Lions still have a chance.
Those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So
that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
the next game. I'm just gonna back out of it. Alright, so for the next spin the wheel game, I'm going to jump up to round 2. 2 teams locked in round 2. I'm going to take those 2 teams, the Raiders and the Chiefs, face off. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I'll be in Kansas City. But, I don't know, I'm controlling, so Brady, you're not supposed to be on the Patriots anymore. Good game, good win, and nothing else to say except life forms. Ow! Goodbye, see ya, bye-bye, bye.